Ooh, here we go, boys and girls. Back once again with day 2 of a 4-day back-to-back stretch. Live on Twitch as we predict the start. Well, we're actually getting, this is day 2 of our stretch. We're predicting the summer tournaments. Today we're going to be taking another look at the Gold Cup, which is hosted out in Jamaica, USA, and Costa Rica. Is that right? Yeah, that's about right. So obviously, if you haven't catched this, if you're not catching this live, which according to my stats, you're probably not, but you might be catching it on the replay, which will be loaded up on YouTube. I'll say hello to you all. So without further ado, let's roll the V2. Alright there, boys and girls, so yesterday's stream we did take a look at groups A and B, and today our focus, that's right, switches to group C and D. Now, if you are once again watching on the replay, if you're new to the channel, smash the old subscribe button. If you like the video, also give a good old thumbs up, and let's get cracking. So obviously groups groups C and D will include, for example, in group C, let's kick it off with Curaçao. That's right, currently ranked 300 to 1 to go all out and win the stinking tournament. I doubt it though. They are one of the underdogs, the unfancied teams. They actually qualified 4th in their respective hexagonal tournament, and they did that on the 23rd of March. This is their 6th appearance. Where are we? Actually, I'm not even on the right screen. There we are, the 6th appearance overall in the Gold Cup. The last appearance being back in 2017. Their best ever performance out in the Gold Cup was 3rd back in 1963 and 1969, and they currently have a world ranking of 82. Joining them will be El Salvador. That's right, they're currently ranked 60 to 1 to go all out and win the tournament, and the grand prize. Qualified 10th in the hexagonal, and they did on the 24th of March. It's their 17th appearance in all competitions, the last being back in 2017. The best ever performance, though, was runner-up, ousting Curaçao in 1963, and also runner-up in 1981, and they actually ranked 71st in the world. And joining them, it will be Honduras. That's right, probably one of the dark horses in the old tournament. They actually ranked 4th. Actually qualified 4th in their hexagonal. They're currently ranked 20 or 25 to 1 to win the tournament as a whole. Last time, this is the 20th appearance. The last being 2017, and they won it back in 1981. Currently ranked 61st in the world. So that's Honduras. And wrapping it up, it is Jamaica, man. Get Jamaica out. They qualified 8th. 23rd of March that was achieved. This is their 13th appearance in the tournament as a whole. The last being 2017. Their best ever performance, though, was runner-up. They were runner-up back in 17 and runner-up in 2015. And they currently ranked 56th in the world. So according to the world rankings, and they're 14 to 1 to win the tournament as a whole. So according to all that stats, Jamaica hosts, co-hosts, also favourites for this group. So yes. So let's take a look at that group, and there you have it. This is how they line up right now. Obviously, that will probably mix up a little bit. Purple Hazer watching on the standby. Hopefully, he probably has his own opinions about how that Group C will pan out. And these are those matches, and they all kick off on the 18th/17th, depending on where you are in the world. In the real order, well, where it has hosted out in Jamaica, it'll be the 17th. The games will be kicking off. Whereas if you're watching in Europe and all that kind of good stuff, maybe even out in New Zealand, probably the 18th for you guys. So the Curaçao game up against El Salvador, Jamaica up against Honduras are the games that we'll be covering here right now on the live stream over on Twitch. And again, if you are watching on the replay, you can catch these live streams live if you just click the old link down the old description down below. So let's take a look at those 2 games out in Group C. Now, one of the graphics has already popped up, but who cares? Let's roll with it. So Curaçao up against El Salvador kicks off Group C. They played each other 5 times in all competitions around the world. El Salvador winning 4 of them, Curaçao winning none of them. The 2 sides have drawn 1 between each other. Well, now, what do the bookmakers think will happen in this one? Bookmakers currently have El Salvador 10 to 11 to go all out and win this one. And Purple Hazer in the comment section, he's going for a 1-1. He's sitting on the fence on this one. For me, I'm actually going to go in favour of El Salvador with a 2-0 win to kick off the campaign. So I've got the same amount of goals as you, Purple Hazer, but unfortunately, I've gone for an El Salvador victory. Now, kicking on further into Group C, we have Jamaica and Honduras as the second game that will take place in this group, and we're going to kick it off here. So obviously the odds are out there. The two sides have played each other 24 times in all competitions and in all grounds and all tournaments around the world. Honduras picking 12 of them, and Jamaica winning 7. And have drawn 5 between us. In the comment section, we have a 2-0 victory for Jamaica. That's Nathan out in New Zealand, so he's going for that bad boy. What do you guys think? If you are watching at home, you can still participate. Obviously, you're not here with us live, but if you can, you can stick your comments down in there, or your predictions down in the comment section down below. So the bookmakers, there we go. There's my graphic. It's all popping up there. 15-8, Honduras are favourites. As for me, I am going to go with, well, drum roll please. I see plenty of goals in this one, folks. Plenty of goals. I see 4 of them in total. I'm going with a 2-2 draw. That's right. The hosts having a bit of a stuttered start here up against Honduras. So completely contrasting predictions between myself and Purple Hazo watching on the old comment section, or watching on the old stream with me live. So let's kick it off further to Group D. Now this is the USA's group, boys and girls. Tough group as well. It's not an easy. I think two or three of the groups seem to be quite easy. This one I think is a lot more tougher than it seems. Obviously we do open up with probably one of the weaker nations within the whole tournament as a whole, and that's Guyana. They're actually 750 to 1 to win the tournament as a whole. This is they qualified 7th through the hexagonal, which was the group of death indeed. They qualified 7th on the 23rd of March. This is their first ever appearance in the Gold Cup in all forms. Obviously it was renamed way back when. And they're currently ranked 175th in the world. They are joined by former World Cup participants, Panama. That's right. They are actually qualified 3rd through the old hexagonal, 9th of March. That was accomplished by then. That was this will be their 10th appearance in the Gold Cup. In all forms. The last appearance was in 2017. They were runner-up back in 2005 and 2013. They have currently got a rank of 74th in the world. So Panama are also 12 to 1 to win the tournament as a whole. Let's kick on further now to Trinidad and Tobago. That's right, they are currently ranked, or they're currently at odds with the bookmakers at 40 to 1 to win the tournament. They qualified 6th through the hexagonal, and that was done on 12th of March. This is their 16th appearance in all forms. The last appearance was in 2015, and with their best ever performance was back in 1981 as runner-up, and they come into this ranked 93rd in the FIFA rankings. So what do we have here now? And it's finally is the Americanos USA. That's right, ranked 7-5 to go all out and win the tournament. So one of the favourites. I think they're second favourites behind Mexico as it stands. They qualified 5th for the hexagonal, and their recent form in friendlies, it's not been great. So there could be an upset on the cards here, folks. I think the USA football is going through a bit of a ropey stage. I thought there was a bit of a turning of a corner, to be honest with you. I thought they were on the mend, but it's not that great. And I didn't see Pulisic. Is Pulisic involved? We're not seeing the squads, the completed squads. Yeah. The USA qualified 5th, 11th of March. 17 appearances. Their last was in 2017. They've won it 6 times. They're currently ranked 24th in the world. So here is Group D as a whole, and a quick look at the table. You would probably, at first glance, think USA should go through as winners, Panama second, but Trinidad, you know, they can surprise a few. They've been to World Cups before, at least one anyway. It was back in the 90s, but you know, they still can kick a ball about. So it's not going to be a plain sailing. And Panama, we also know about Panama. So yeah, it's not going to be plain sailing, but I still think USA will go through. I think they'll squeeze through. But once it gets to those knockout stages, it's anyone's game. So we are going to be kicking it off with games. The Panama up against Trinidad, Tobago, and USA up against Guyana. And those two games in the States or in America time zones will be on the 18th of June. Whereas if you're watching outside of the old outside of the USA sort of sphere, it's on the 19th. Obviously, we go over time zone difference. So anyway, let's take a look at those two games. First and foremost, it is Panama up against Trinidad and Tobago. Now that game, these two sides have played each other 24 times in all competitions, all grounds around the world. Trinidad winning 12 of them. See, this is how close it is right here. Trinidad winning 12 of them. Panama just the 7. And the two sides have drawn 5 between us. What you got for me, Purple Hazer? What do you think in this one? 2-0 Panama is going on this one. But the bookmakers are siding with Panama with a 19-20 favourite. As for me, what have I gone for this one? Well, it looks like I'm going to have to wait and see. I'll give you that one in just a second because my graphics are all over the shop. Also taking place on the same day, Group D, USA up against Guyana. They've never played each other at all. ever. So this is the first time that these two will be battling heads in the world football stage. The bookmakers fancy USA heavily, 50-1 on this one. So let's go back to the top one there. Panama up against Trinidad and Tobago. I see plenty of goals in this one. I'm going to go with a 3-2 victory for Panama. So 5 goals in this one. Panama just to edge it. And now we turn our attention back down to the USA up against Guyana, same group, same day. We've got Purple Hazel coming in with a 3-1 victory for the USA. In fact, I've gone a little bit close to that mark. I've got with a 3-0 victory for the USA. So that will wrap up Group C and D, their first games that take place in the Gold Cup. Kicking off, the tournament does kick off on the 15th of June. So what's going to happen as we move forward? With the live streams, obviously, this wraps up Matchday 1, part 2 of the 2019 Gold Cup. We're going to come back again, I think, according to my schedule. We come back again on Sunday to do Matchday 2, part 1. And in that episode, we'll take a look back at our predictions that we made yesterday for Matchday 1, part 1, and see how close we came to the mark. If you still got time to stick your own comments down in there, your predictions in the comment section down below on the old re-upload. So there's still plenty of time if you want to participate. If not, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just roll with it. I just want to bring your attention to what is going to go on the platform into the new season, which will kick off in August. Obviously, over on YouTube, we will be doing live streams on YouTube, not here, on YouTube, for the Premier League and the Championship. We'll be doing live predictions for those. That's the plan. But we'll still have the pre-recorded Bundesliga, La Liga, and Serie A predictions. We'll be doing those bad boys. If you are a new Patreon, or if you want to become a Patreon, I'm going to be predicting 6 tournaments in kind of condensed form, but at least going to be predicting those. That's League 1, League 2 out in England, the Scottish Premier League, the French division, top division, the Dutch top division, and the Portuguese top division. So if you want to jump in and get into that content, that's only the Patreon members, and that'll be kicking off in August. But continuing over the summer, we'll be doing the Gold Cup as we've been doing today and yesterday. Tomorrow, we'll be looking forward to the Copa America. We'll take a look at that in just a second. And then we'll be doing the African Cup of Nations when that kicks off a little bit later on. I think those predictions will come in next week, starting next week. So yes, if you want to get involved in any of that stuff, where's my hand? There it is. If you want to get involved in any of that stuff, there are links in the old YouTube. There should be some connections or some sort of clickety options over on Twitch if you want to participate and looking at that. So, and if not, here are those links for you. Yeah, got them fired up. So yes, tomorrow it is the start of the Copa America predictions, and we're going to take a sneaky peek look at Group A and... No, this is just Group A. This is just Group A. Now, I think I'm adding myself a stream here. I've not actually figured out. I think I was going to split it into 2 streams, but there are only... I think there's only 3 groups, so it just wouldn't have flowed. Wouldn't have flowed nicely. So I think we're just going to break it down into, we're going to go an extra stream. I'll stick that on, tag that on Friday, give myself a day off on Saturday, and then we'll go again on Sunday. So Group A in the Copa America. Obviously, these are the heavy hitters now. This is some of the serious football. Obviously, the Gold Cup is obviously a mean tournament, but there seems to be 2 or 3 country race. The Copa America is something different. I'm actually looking forward to this one this year because obviously there's 2 guest nations, Japan and Qatar, taking part in this one, and I think Qatar and Japan are both decent opposition, and they could cause some problems as well. And as you can see, we'll be looking at Group A, and that is the hosts Brazil, Bolivia, Venezuela, and World Cup participants last year, Peru. So that is that. So yeah, also just again, if you want to become a Patreon member, there is a link somewhere on the Twitch stream, and it's also in the old YouTube down below. I know, comments flying in there by Purple Hazer. It would be something if a guest nation was to win it. I know USA, I think they were guest nations a couple seasons back, and they caused some problems. And they look like, I think they might even hosted it. They might even hosted the Copa America a couple seasons back, a couple years back. But I don't see that. I think if anything, Japan could cause some problems. I think they could go far. I think Qatar could also cause some problems as well, and make it to the knockouts. So because of a 3 grouped thing. You know, top 2 will qualify, plus 2 strong third place teams. So, you know, it's going to be quite... I think it's more difficult not to qualify out of a situation like that. So yeah, I expect Qatar and Japan to run close and get through to the knockouts. And then, who knows? Who knows what's up? And obviously, Brazil have lost Neymar for for either his injury or for his off-the-field business, whatever happens. But anyway, let's get back to, there I am, back in full HD. So tomorrow we'll be looking at Copa America, Group A. And once again, you can still participate in the old predictions phase. Just stick your own comments or predictions in the comment section now on the old re-upload on YouTube. Or still, I think if you can watch the re-stream of this on Twitch, you can participate, maybe even bump Purple Haze's comments down a little bit if you watch the stream playback. You know what I mean? Anyway, folks, if you enjoyed this video or stream, smash the thumbs up, smash the subscribe, and follow. I'm trying to get up to 50 followers over on Twitch before the end of these tournaments. And also make sure you smash the subscribe over on YouTube. But anyway, I'm going to probably get yourself out of here. Hopefully you enjoyed the video again. Smash the thumbs up. But if you're new, smash the subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow for some more live Twitcheroony for Copa America predictions. If you're looking for some more great Gold Cup content, why don't you join me for one of my live sessions over on Twitch? Details to that sucker in the old description down below.